Hello again and welcome back to another one. And here's a quick update to our last coverage of Eminem's F1 concert that attracted over 100,000 fans. And yes, this has left many hip-hop fans on platforms like X in shock, with takes like Eminem is 52 years old, still managing to pull crowds over 100,000. This is insane. And of course, the detractors came in with claims about how these fans only showed up to watch the F1 qualifications. However, this narrative has been quickly shut down by those who attended the concert, and we even got clips like these.
Last year I was nobody. This year I'm selling records. Now everybody wanna come around like I own something. Okay. Fuck you want $10 million? Watch the sickness with it. Just watch just a regular guy out of the ride on the fuss about me. Fuss about me. All they did was go. Everybody with a money mouth and try to take shots at me. Take shots at me. Like Kamala, the man, cause the son of a bitch don't quit rocking. Got shot, passing up a block in the car and they shot pocket.
And remember, the Austin circuit boss literally stated that they were expecting a record-breaking crowd, and I quote, because Eminem has outsold Taylor Swift and we've increased the size of the infield lawn for the concert. Suffice to say, conclusively, this was all Eminem. And now that we've cleared that up, today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows Kendrick Lamar break down the meaning of the Drake diss song Not Like Us, and this sparked split reactions online, even from some Kendrick Lamar fans, and you'd see why momentarily. And speaking on split reactions, it is that time of the season when US politics sparks division on the internet, and this time since latest reports suggested that Eminem is set to introduce the former US president. All hell broke loose on social media, also based on the fact that some in Eminem's corner have already endorsed Obama's political opponents, and we'll get to this later. And speaking on Eminem's Antichrist, we also got to hear from Bizarre on how his feature came about. And today we also have more from Fat Joe, who recently spoke about how he made perhaps the biggest mistake in hip-hop history by passing on the chance to sign Eminem. And he went into detail this time around about why that happened, since he also passed Pitbull and Rick Ross. And he also briefly took a moment to address the division between blacks and Latinos, arguably the group credited for creating hip-hop music in the United States, although this remains a debate, of course. And before we get to it, if you enjoy content like this, like the fans smashed the gates during the Eminem F1 concert, smash that like button and subscribe for more. And starting with Kendrick's breakdown of the meaning of Not Like Us, the Harper Bazaar latest interview with Caesar split fans on the web when she asked, "Can I ask you a hyper-masculine question? You can always tell me to shut the F up. What does Not Like Us mean to you?" And we got a breakdown from Kendrick. Not like us is the energy of who I am, the type of man I represent. Now, if you identify with the man that I represent, this man has morals, he has values, he believes in something, he stands on something, he's not pandering. He is a man who can recognize his mistakes and not be afraid to share the mistakes, and can dig deep down into fear-based ideologies or experiences to be able to express them without feeling like he's less of a man. If I'm thinking of Not Like Us, I'm thinking of me and whoever identifies with that.
Come on, man.
And this sparked some hilarious reactions that have since gone viral. That's crazy. Whole time I thought it was a Drake diss, and even some Kendrick Lamar fans are wondering if he is trolling with that answer. And we even got more that blew up on X. Not Like Us has nothing to do with Kendrick and his morals. It was a diss track to Drake, and some Drake fans believe this is Kendrick's way of trying to change a certain narrative. Reality setting that his biggest song ever is gonna be centered around the dude he hates the most, skull emoji. Of course, it is not yet Kendrick's biggest song, although it's been getting the most daily streams and views by far since it released, and Drake fans kept running with these narratives. Buddy coming at Drake for not being black enough in hip-hop. Why didn't he come at Eminem? Oh wait, manipulators know who to press and who not. But what do you guys think about the Kendrick Lamar breakdown of Not Like Us, as thousands of users on social media are convinced he's being pretentious? And moving on, we got to hear from Fat Joe about missing the chance to sign rappers like Eminem, Pitbull, and Rick Ross, and this time he expanded on why that happened. Check out snippets from Club Shay Shay.
I read M wanted you to sign it.
Yeah, Eminem, he gave me his demo like 6 times.
What?
Yeah, I fucked up big time.
Yeah, you.
Biggest mistake in hip-hop history, Fat Joe, not signing Eminem. Now I look up to him. So that was a big mistake. I could have signed Pitbull. I could have signed Ross. I could have signed...
Damn, Joe, you slipping.
Yeah, I slipped. I could have signed a lot of guys in the game that I was just like, probably wasn't ready at the time or wasn't focused like I should be, you know, because I'm an artist too. So at the same time, I might have been in artist mode, you know, thinking creatively and thinking about my career.
And based on Fat Joe's background, he was also asked about what it would take to get the blacks and Latinos to come together, and he expanded.
Joe, I think you're the perfect person to ask for this because you spend so much of your time with black and brown people. How can the black community and the Latino community, how can we come together, Joe?
Well, we are together in the East. In the East, we are together. But the thing is, you gotta realize that we are both oppressed communities. We're both going through the same shit. When Big Pun made the record, more than we came out the gate letting everybody know the black and brown unity. But you got guys like Fat Joe, who is for black and brown unity as an example. More of us do that together and realize that if we learned how to vote the same way, if we learn how to stand up for each other the same way, we'll be the most powerful voice and force in America. And so the politicians and all them will have to listen to us and treat us different. And that's the main thing that people got to really realize. It ain't blacks against Latinos, Latinos against black. We're supposed to be together. We've always been together. Where I'm from, we always been together.
We shouldn't be against each other. We should be against the problem. So whatever the problem is.
Well, together,
yes, us.
We form Voltron.
Right.
And we outnumber everybody else. So if we all, you know, I always look at that scene from the movie Malcolm X, Spike Lee did, where he came out to the precinct and he went, and everybody turned.
What?
Imagine we could do that together. We'd be the most powerful people in America.
And in reaction to the bit about signing Eminem, some believe bad for him, but legendary for everyone else. LOL, Dre and M belong together. And more on this note, thank you for not signing him, and I'll be looking forward to your hypotheticals on what could have been if Eminem signed under Fat Joe. And moving on, we got to hear from Bizarre about how his feature on Antichrist came about on Eminem's The Death of Slim Shady album. Check out a snippet from This Is 50.
I had sent Marshall some of my album HH3, and like 3 days before it came out, he was like, "Yo, I want your verse off that song." And I'm like, "Damn, I had a whole song to that." I'm like, "God damn, that's one of my dopest songs." So I was really contemplating from it. So I'm like, oh, "Okay, I'm gonna snatch it." But then he was like, "I want 3 lines you said off another song called Crime in the Deep."
All right, Em.
I'm dead serious. So I'm like, "What?
You chopping up my whole shit?"
Yeah. So I'm like, what? He was like, "Man, just trust me." So I sent him the verse, and I ain't gonna lie, I probably did that verse over probably like 15 times. Like just changing lines. He didn't like this line, do this line over. So I didn't hear the song until it actually came out. So I didn't know that he was gonna put it at the end of the song, and it was gonna come in with the Guess Who's Back. You know what I'm saying? But a couple of them lines, like what I said, my race do. My race do up in the port. What you gonna do? Sell them Eminem Jordans. That was on another song that the beat was way slower. So he took 2 lines from another song, pieced it all together, put it in that song, and made it on the beat, and made it all go together. Me and Fama was like, "What the fuck is this?" Yeah, daughter's sick. He's sick.
And upon learning about this, some have concluded, love this. I knew M wanted just the most effed up ish from Bizarre for his verse. And moving on, Following TMZ's report, Eminem to introduce Barack Obama at Kamala Harris rally in Detroit, all hell broke loose on social media, and apparently TMZ's source for this news was CNN when they reported in Michigan, Obama will be introduced by rapper Eminem, who is expected to offer rare thoughts on campaign politics, CNN's Jeff Zellini reports. Now, of course, this has split social media, and to make matters even more intense, we've already seen people in Eminem's camp that have endorsed the other side. 50 Cent, for instance, leans more towards Trump as far as we know, and just days ago, Trick was on stage in Detroit introducing Trump.
Good. What up, though, Detroit? If y'all know about Trick, y'all know I'm about bringing it all to Detroit. So please welcome the 47th President of the United States as we make Detroit great again.
So this division already started even before the latest report on Eminem, and the other side have been dragging Eminem even before this after Trick's video hit the web in viral takes that included Eminem aka Grandpa Shady is somewhere crying because Trick is one of his friends, laughing emoji. However, it was time for this side to do some crying, as after TMZ's report of Eminem set to introduce Obama, this blew up in reaction to the news. He will forever be known as Feminem. And more, damn, we lost Eminem. And even some fans have expanded. Looks like he didn't learn nothing from before. He's gonna lose a lot of fans again. Shake my head. And personally, I believe the loss already happened after revival. I don't think they ever came back, to be honest. I'm talking about those who wanted to leave over Eminem's politics. And now some have concluded, really don't care about politics. Let him do whatever his God's telling him and be true to himself. Focus on the music and art. Eminem already explained his position on The Ringer, but the people he addressed that to already left, in my opinion. And I know it is about to get chaotic in the comment section, but please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. And I'll also be looking forward to what fans living outside the United States think about this latest report. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.